Hey y'all, I have my little audience sitting here with me. I can never do anything without her. She burst into my room, and I know y'all always hear me talking about her. So I just wanted y'all to say hi to Bella. Anyway, hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my makeup basket for the week of December the 18th. So, like I did last week, I am going to show you what I used last week and how I liked it, and then you'll see what I am going to use this week. So, last week I kept my two Odin's Eye Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas palettes in my basket, and bright and early Monday morning I was using the Christmas Eve palette and wore it to work and got huge compliments at work. And then one of my coworkers even wanted me to come to work and do her makeup the next day. Never worked out, but did get compliments on it. I really enjoyed using this palette, especially this shade right here, Gorgeous. I'm going to swatch it and hope that you can see the shift. This is Gorgeous, and I don't know, this is a multi-chrome, but let me put a little bit more on. It shifts from purple to green to gold, and I always have a hard time. Okay, you can kind of see that. When I turn it this way, you can see the purple a little bit. So if I turn it these ways, you can kind of see it. But that shade is really pretty. That is the shade that I had on my lid. And I really enjoyed this palette. This palette is definitely going to be used after the holidays for sure. The Merry Christmas palette, I did not get a chance to use last week. I don't know. I just didn't get a chance to use it last week. So those two, I may pull this one out on Saturday, the Merry Christmas palette. So I'll just leave it in my basket. We are having our Christmas brunch and Secret Santa, because it kind of got moved from the 17th to the 24th, which is fine. But I may pull this one out on Saturday to do my makeup for that day. And so we'll put that back here. The Blend Bunny I did use, and I believe I used on camera with you all. Enjoyed using that one. The Tartelette palette, the Tartelette Energy palette I used also. And I went, I think, with the bottom row here, and really enjoyed using that. I also had a chance to use the Give Me Glow Sweet and Sticky palette, and I went with this shade here, and then the middle shade. Really enjoyed that one. That one gave me a nice everyday neutral eyeshadow look. Of course, the Haunted Pumpkin I did a video on, so I did get a chance to use this week or last week, and I enjoyed that one. My two Lorac palettes I did not get a chance to use. Last week was a short week for me, so I only did my makeup for like 4 days instead of 5. So those were the palettes that I used, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to use those, but they're going to stay close because they're going to go back into a makeup basket soon. Not this coming week, because I have pulled way too many palettes for this coming week, but soon. As far as face products, I have used my Mented bronzer in Yacht Life. Really like that. I actually have it on today. I used a big fluffy brush, the Jumbo bronzer from Sonia G, and just was like, oh, really nice. Really nice and diffused, but that is going to stay in there. The Sephora Micro Smooth Baked Face Compact I used. Of course, I love this. I've purchased it like 3 times. But this is coming out of my basket this week as a bronzer. I mean, as a powder. Do I have a... Yeah, I do have a powder to replace that. I am also taking out the Black Panther highlighter. And did have a chance to use that. Thought it was really pretty. And did have a chance to use one of these blushes, but all 3 of them are going back, and these are the Benefit blushes. I have it in Terra, I have it in Pom Pom, and I have it in Starla. And Terra was the one that I did have a chance to use and enjoyed. And foundations that are coming out are the Best Skin Ever foundations from Sephora. I have it in 35N and 50N. I always enjoy using those, but I wanted to give something else a chance. And also coming out, but I really, really like this one. This one is really good. A little bit goes a long way. And this is the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. And I have it in the shade DN3. So those things are all coming out except the Christmas palette. So the Christmas palette is going to stay. This is one of those things that's just going to stay until it's all gone. Now, let's get into what I picked. Is this going to fit in here? Ooh, I might have to just set this on my makeup table. Since I'm talking about it, the setting powder that I am going to use this week is from Bare Minerals. And this one is the Diamond Light Mineral Veil. And this was one of the ones that came in like Christmas packaging. I think it was from last year. And it also came with a foundation, which I have it, I think, in Neutral Dark. But I just pulled the setting powder this week, or the Mineral Veil for this week. Where's my foundation? All over the place. The foundation that I'm going to use this week is the one that I used today. I just picked it up from Sephora, or it just came. My order just came from Sephora. And that is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade N6.5 Neutral Medium Deep. And it looks like this. And my camera doesn't want to focus, but that's my foundation for the week. And then my concealer is going to be the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and this one is in the shade Tan Deep Honey. So that'll be in there. And we are going to jump into the palettes that I picked out. Way too many of them. But we are going to jump into them anyway. So I pulled out every little Natasha Denona 5-pan palette that I own. And it may be like this is going to be used like one big palette, and I'm just going to like pick colors from the separate palettes. But I picked up the Jubilee. I got all of these from BoxyCharm. The Jubilee palette. The Peak palette. And I think this was a BoxyCharm exclusive. The Ayana palette. The Cranberry palette. And then the Coral palette. Sometimes we want to focus, sometimes we don't. But all of those are going in my basket. Just consider that one big palette. I also pulled another Natasha Denona palette, and that is the Glam palette. And we know what the Glam palette looks like. I pulled another Tarte palette, and this is their Unleashed palette. I don't know why on the front it says Young, Wild, and Cruelty Free. You would think that was the name of the palette, but it's the Unleashed palette, and it looks like this. I pulled the ABH Norvina Volume 5 palette packaging, and this is what the palette looks like. I believe I have only used this palette once, so yeah, we need to get into that. Listen, I gave myself way too many choices, so I can probably almost guarantee you that some of these things are going to be in are going to be in my makeup basket next week. Because there's no way that I'm going to be able to use everything that I pulled, and what I need to do is just, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, consider that 5. I'm going to put those two back. I'm going to put those two back and save them for another week. But I am going to keep the Tarte Maneater palette, which looks like this. Gorgeous. And from what they said, it just came back in stock if you want it. And the Unearthly Cosmetics Leather and Lace palette, and that looks like this. So those are my eyeshadow palettes for the week. And let's move some stuff because I'm running out of room here. Alright, so those are all of my eyeshadow palettes for the week. My foundation, my bronzer is going to stay the same. My highlighter, I wanted to pull, I'll pull this one because the other one is across the room. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Multi Glow Beautifying All Over Glow Highlighter. Too many words. But I have it in the shade Dream Light. And Dream Light looks like this. So that is going to be my highlighter for the week. And I think that I have told you everything. Oh, I didn't really tell you any blushes, huh? I only pulled one blush this week, so I guess I'm only sticking with one. And that is from Bare Minerals. It is their one of their loose mineral blushes, and it's in the shade Bloom. This is one of my old favorites. This is one of the few Tarte blush, Bare Minerals blushes that kind of show up on my skin. You can kind of see the shade there, and we'll drop that in there. And I think that's it, you all. I think that is my basket for the week. I had pulled these two, Soft Glam and the Natural Nudes by Too Faced, but I'm going to put those two back for another week. And I'm going to put away all of this stuff. This is my powder, so we can fit that in there. Yep, I think that's it. I think that is everything that I am wearing or going to try and use this week. It's quite enough. So that's it. Let me just do this because I always forget to tell you what is on my face, or I always forget to put it in the description. But this is going to be tomorrow's Monday morning makeup video, doing the look that I have on today, and it is from the Whitney Houston MAC collab. And the eyeshadow is this right here. It is called Whitney's Nippy Iconic Palette. Why was that so hard for me to say? Whitney's Nippy Iconic palette, because they have the word I spelled out. But this is this is what the shadows look like. Very nighttime, but doing it for a Monday morning makeup. The lip gloss that I didn't even use, I'm not showing you, but you'll see it tomorrow in the video. The lipstick that I have on today is a MAC lipstick that is no longer available. And what did I do with my Night Moth? Did I drop it in here? Listen, I am so unorganized. It's just pathetic. But, oh, I dropped it in there where it was supposed to be. So the lip combo that I have on today is the Night Moth lip pencil. And then this lipstick from MAC called Evening Rendezvous. The letters are so small and it's all dark and you can't even really see it. But this is what Evening Rendezvous looks like. So that is what's on my lips. The foundation I have on is from my basket, and of course it's the True Match. And this is the concealer, the one that's in my basket. And let's see, oh, of course the brows are always in my basket, the Fenty Brow MVP. And the mascaras are the MAC Stack mascara and the L'Oreal Telescopic for the lower lashes. And oh, I didn't show you the blush. It's also from the Whitney Houston collection, and that is Nippy's Plum Rose. And then the highlighter is also from that collection, and this is Whitney's, no, this is just Whitney. And that is the highlighter, and I really like that highlighter. So I think that that is everything that's, oh, the bronzer is my bronzer that's in my basket, the Mented Yacht Life bronzer. And I'm trying to think of, I think that's it. So that is everything that's on my face. And that is my makeup basket for the week. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and may your day be as flawless as your makeup. Bye.